All right, let's dive right into one of the biggest, oldest, and honestly most important questions we can ever ask ourselves. Who am I? It's a question that people have been wrestling with forever, and today we're going to look at a fascinating answer that comes from some ancient wisdom.
But seriously, take a second and think about it. Who are you? Are you your name, your job, your thoughts, your relationships? It seems so simple on the surface, but when you really start digging, you realize it's one of life's greatest mysteries.
So that's what we're going to do today. We're going on a journey to figure this out. We're going to peel back all those layers of identity that we usually cling to and try to find out what's really at the core of what we mean when we say I.
And hey, we're not just making this up as we go. We're using a roadmap, a guide that comes from some incredibly profound ancient texts, specifically the Taittiriya and Tripura Shakti Upanishads. These thinkers were grappling with this exact same question centuries and centuries ago, so let's see what they discovered. Now, according to these ancient texts, the self isn't just one simple thing. Nope, it's actually made up of 4 different layers or components. So our job is to play detective, to investigate each one and figure out which one is the real fundamental I.
So, here are our 4 candidates for the true self: the spirit, the body, the mind, and the breath. You can think of it like a philosophical police lineup. We're going to examine each one to see which one, if any, is our true identity. But first, let's just make sure we're all on the same page about what these things mean.
First up, we have the spirit. You might know it as the soul or Atma or Ruh, depending on the tradition. The key idea here is that this is the part of us that's permanent. It's our core consciousness, the awareness that just is, the part that doesn't die.
Next, the body. This one's pretty easy to grasp, right? It's our physical self, this amazing biological machine we live in. But, and this is a big but, we all know it's temporary. It has a limited shelf life and, eventually, it goes back to the earth.
Then there's the mind. This is our internal supercomputer. It's what processes all the information coming in from our 5 senses and lets us think, feel, and interact with the world. You could almost think of it as the software or the operating system that runs on the hardware of our brain.
And finally, we have breath. Now this is way more than just breathing in and out. In these philosophies, breath is seen as the life energy itself. You might have heard it called prana or chi. It's this vital force that we're constantly drawing from the world around us to keep us going. Okay, so we've got our 4 candidates lined up. Now, the investigation really begins. We're going to use a process of elimination, starting from the outside and working our way in. Let's start with the body. Could our physical form be the real I? Well, think about how you talk. You say, "This is my body," or "my hand hurts." That little word "my" is a word of possession. It means there's an I that owns the body. And if you are the owner, you can't be the thing that's owned, right? So, just like that, the body is off the list.
All right, the body's out. That was kind of easy. But what about the mind? This one feels a lot closer to home, doesn't it? I mean, our thoughts, our memories, our personality, it all feels like me. This one's a tougher nut to crack, so let's put it to the test.
So let's run a little thought experiment. Let's call it the amnesia test. Imagine a person has a tragic accident and loses their memory completely. Everything, their past, their personality, their skills, it's all gone. Their mind, as they knew it, is wiped clean. But is the person gone? No way. They're still alive. There's still someone there, a consciousness experiencing the world. Their spirit is still present. And that tells us that while the mind is incredibly important, it can't be the fundamental I. Okay, let's see where we're at. The body, eliminated, because it's something we have, not something we are. The mind, eliminated, because the core person can exist even if the mind is gone. And what about breath? Well, that life energy isn't really ours either, is it? It's on loan from the universe. We borrow it, and then we give it back. It's a flow, a process, not a permanent self. So we can cross that one off the list too. So, we've peeled back the body, we've peeled back the mind, we've peeled back the breath, we've gotten rid of 3 of our 4 candidates. This is it. This is the moment of truth. So, I want you to ask yourself, after you take away all those external layers, what's the one thing that's still there? What is that constant, quiet presence that's been watching all of it happen? And here's the answer that this ancient wisdom offers us. After everything else is stripped away, the I is the consciousness itself. It's pure awareness. It's not your thoughts. It's not your feelings.
It's not your body. It's the silent observer experiencing all of those things. That is the true I.
Realizing that you are awareness, that's a game changer. But it's not just some cool philosophical idea to think about. It has huge implications for how we actually live our lives. So the big question is, now what? What do we do with this information?
Well, think about what this means for the end of life. Our body? It stays here. Our mind, with all its memories and thoughts, that gets left behind too. All our stuff, our house, our car, left behind. According to this way of thinking, the only thing we actually take with us is whatever our consciousness, our true I, has learned and become.
And if our core awareness is the only thing that's really truly ours and the only thing that lasts, then our number one job becomes pretty clear, doesn't it? We have to recognize it, get in touch with it, and take care of it. We spend so much of our lives nurturing our bodies and training our minds, but how much time do we spend nurturing our actual core self?
So that's the final thought I want to leave you with today. If your truest self is your awareness, what are you filling it with? What are you asking it to carry for you? What kind of wisdom, what kind of lessons, what kind of love does your awareness hold? Because that might just be the most important question there is. Thanks for exploring it with me.